Hello, welcome to my first YouTube video. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, so yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep things simple for the first video. Yeah, you might probably guess what we're gonna be looking at today in the CI CD, particularly using Bitrise. Yeah, so currently I use Bitrise at work. I've used Bitrise for my personal projects before. So the reason why I prefer Bitrise it's because it's mobile compared to other CI solutions I've used. It's more mobile friendly, and looking at the metrics, you can see it's adopted by so many apps, users, a bunch of testimonials if you're not quite sure about it. Yeah, big apps like N26, that's like the bank I use, Reddit, and many other apps use Bitrise for their day-to-day CI/CD solutions. Yeah, it also comes with a bunch of plugins and just other cool stuff we'll see as we build our app. So let me just get started on this. So let's start by logging in. I'll just get started with my GitHub. It's always the easiest solution. Okay. No. So this is how the dashboard usually looks like. As I can say, yeah, this is some of my past apps. Yeah, it's been a while since I did like personal projects. I think the last time I had a build was 2021. Damn, that's like 2 years ago. But yeah, we're back anyway. So I had this weather app that I was trying to set up. So I'll just continue doing the basic setup on this. I already selected my repository. Actually, let me just abort everything and show you how I did everything from scratch. I'm gonna go with the web UI option, choose an account. Yeah, this is my GitHub account. I have a public, wait, no, this is set the privacy. I believe this is for accessing the CI logs. Anyone with access to the build URL can see your logs, configs. Use this wisely. I hope we are wise enough. Select remote repository, GitHub. Let's see, it should pop up a simple weather app here 4 days ago. This is the one I want to use. Next, public repository in the auth, then choose a branch. What's the name of the branch? We're gonna go to GitHub real quick. Develop, okay. Develop would be nice if it could actually detect the branches. Anyway, then it configures the app. This may take a few minutes. Quick coffee break. Okay. I mean, I don't have coffee, I have more soda. Awesome, that was fast. Project build configuration. It detects it's an Android project. I mean, yeah, this is the cool bit about using Bitrise and this whole UI based CI config. Specify modules provide a container. Yeah, the source code is in app. It's not a multi-module project yet. Who knows where this project leads us. Yep, 100 build variant. I don't believe I have any variants. Select project build app. Okay. Select project build configuration. Okay, cool. Then confirm that is okay. App icon. Yeah, I'll add an app icon later when we think about deploying to Play Store. So for now, just skip. A webhook. To have Bitrise start a build every time you push code, you can set up a webhook. We can automatically for you if you have admin rights. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have a webhook, but not for pushes to the develop branch, and only put, but not for every commit. I think because I also don't like receiving a lot of spam. But anyway, let me just register webhook. If we need to configure it, we'll configure it later on. We've kicked off a first test build for you. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, build number 1. So yeah, that was have a nice log interface. Yeah, usually when you configure your steps, unfortunately there's a step I don't have with the current. I don't know which step is this. Yeah, but I think for now we don't really need much for our setup. It's gonna be the most basic setup ever, but it will get a bit more how can I say it? It's gonna get a bit more interesting, or a bit more configuration will come as the project grows. So stay tuned if you wanna see more CI configuration, interesting CI configuration. A problem okay, so there's an issue configuring our application. Okay, so I usually just go all the way down to see if install missing. So yeah, usually after it does everything, there's a summary of what happened, or which usually it showcases which step failed. Installing the SDK components failed. Okay, so installing SDK components failed. Interesting. So we have our first, so the file Bitrise local properties. Okay, since local properties could not be found, yeah, this usually has some information, metadata about the SDK info. So let's figure out how to fix this. So yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste this. I assume, considering this is a default setup, if people face the same issue, probably they just Google it or something. Let me see if anyone has ever failed. Let's install missing Android SDK Bitrise. Okay, so the step, make sure that Android are installed. To do set, run the Gradle dependencies command. So we need to configure the step, set the path of the Gradle WD file. The default value is that of the project location. If you use an Android DK, set distribution in that. Okay, so I think the best way to debug this is to go and have a look at how is the weather app, how is the workflow set up. And yeah, here are our steps in the workflow. So the thing with Bitrise, you can also you can add your code signing, key store, and you can just put your key store stuff over here. I've used this before. I think one of my apps uses this too. I don't really need to care about my I don't even know about my code signing, password, and everything. I set it up once, and I don't really care about that. If you have secrets, environment variables that are needed in the build environment, Triggers. I don't know what triggers are for. I haven't really used triggers. Stack. Yeah, I don't know what stack is about. Bitrise YML. Okay, so this is the YAML file for our. Yeah, if you wanna get deep, get your hands dirty in the YAML file. This is it. Anyway, I'm gonna make use of this UI. I love the UI drag drop tool. It makes our lives a lot more easier. So installing the missing SDK tools. Install record for the app. So this is where the issue is coming from. So Gradle. The path should be using a Gradle wrapper is required. It makes it right. So wait, our project location and the Gradle wrapper environment will be replaced in an input before the start. Okay, so we need to figure out where this is. Yeah, so first off, I'm gonna see if I can remove steps that I don't need because I don't I need a payment plan for some steps. So like this one, I think I saw an error like they say, let me see. They said the step failed but marked as skippable, so the build continued, failed to get download. This step is not current pressing. Yes, I'm gonna just remove this one for now. The app, yeah, considering we don't care about the cache of the build that much. I don't expect the app to build for very long periods, so we can survive without the cache thing for now. I think it was this one. So you can take a bow. Install missing Android SDK. So this is the one. We do have this in the project. If you look at the app, this is available. So I have to figure out. Wait, let me check that error again. Oops, leave the site. Wait, I made changes to my flow, so I need to save, so it doesn't auto save. Okay, so weather app, check the build. Wait, let me just rebuild again without the. Yeah, you rebuild, it bumps up the number, and yeah, let's see. Okay, so the build failed, but yeah, so there are also other tabs here which maybe we might be interested in later, like artifacts. Usually, let's say if you're building and it generates like APKs or AABs or whatever it is, or some kind of output that the build generates after it's done or something, or during the build. Details and add-ons. Yeah, I can't really remember what this is about. Tests. Okay, this is a new tab. Okay, let's see where it takes us. Okay, test reports. I assume maybe code coverage kind of things, which we'll look into later. Another interesting thing to mention is, yeah, it also sends like email notifications for build status, how long it took, what time it happened, I guess which machines it was running on. I think we're not on a paid plan, so medium machine. wonder if there's like an ultra machine or something. Okay, so no commit message. So let's, and you can view the build from here. And wait, no, this is build 1. I did the second build. Why is that? The second build. Cool. Yeah, I deleted the step, so we are installing. So this is the issue that we need to address. Notify could not be found. Okay, back to resolving this, and we are home free. So yeah, looking around the internet, it seems like not many people have had this issue, so we could be the first one solving it. But that said, I discovered a couple of things, interesting things. Okay, on the app settings, this is the basic setup we did earlier. Can change the icon here. I guess we can add this badge if it's, considering this is gonna be like open sourced or anyone can kind of access this. Yeah, I'm gonna add this badge to the repo. Which other interesting things? Yeah, if you're working in a team, I guess this would be interesting. Test devices, builds. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Enabled for pull requests. Yeah, that's what I ideally would want to reduce spam. Manual build approval. Yeah, next build number. Okay, you can edit the build numbers here. Integrations. Okay, GitHub. What else? Yeah, if we need other kind of integrations to your CI, yes, that's where to look. Notifications, yeah, I get that when build status changes on the same branch. What else do we have? Okay, send emails about failed builds. Always add-ons. Yeah, we look at add-ons later on. I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of other cool add-ons. Anyway, back to close some of this. Back to figuring out how to solve this now. So, I mean, what I realized is the project has like API keys and such kind of stuff that are stored in local properties, and I also happen to be using there's this Google Maps secret library. Let me see, Google Maps secret Gradle plugin that makes use of the, okay, wait, will I be able to find it via code? Okay, there's this Google Maps Secrets plugin that relies on local properties. So I am gonna look into this solution that I find in the documentation using files in your builds. So I'm gonna try and upload a file and yeah, put my variables or something hidden somewhere and see how that goes. So still under managing build files, I went to this uploading files for your builds. So if your build requires any files to make it work, in our case local properties is needed, upload them to the generic file storage, accept any file type, and provide the unique ID and upload the file. Once a file is uploaded, it's stored as an env. We can use this. So to upload Bitrise workflows, so we need to go to code signing and files. So I was already looking at the editor, code signing and files, upload a file. Okay, so I guess this is where we need to upload our file. What else do we do? Okay, drag and drop a file. Okay, so let's okay, I'm just gonna copy paste this. Yeah, because I've already exposed my API key, I'm just gonna nuke it after I record this video and have a new API key instead. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let me try and copy paste this. Why are they calling it key store? No, I want key store would be available as, no, it's not a key store. I want to use a different name for it. Come on. Damn. Okay. Anyway. I don't know why they're calling it. Okay, so I actually dragged it to the wrong. I think we need to drag it to the generic file storage instead. My bad. So yeah, I'm gonna just do this again. Okay. No. Okay, unique ID. Well, I'm just gonna call this local properties. So this is gonna be like the end variable to our local properties. So drag and drop this. Okay, cool. So we have our local properties. How do we save this? How do I delete this? Okay, so I don't need this. This can be deleted. Save that for the key store later. So we need to look at what to do next with the file that we have. So I think, let's see. So we can also make this protected over here. We just make it not able to reveal the value, kind of write the value by deleting. Yep, make it protected because it will have API keys in it. So we have uploaded our file from this documentation step. Next is how do we use this file? So we need this file to be downloaded and part of the project when the build is running. So this step tells us how to do this. So there's a file downloader step that we can add to the workflow. So I think we can select a workflow, add the file downloader step. Okay, let's see. Workflow, editor, workflows. So I think once we clone the repo, I think this will be the best time to yeah, so we can just search for one of our steps here. File downloader downloads remote files to build machine. Yes, so we are gonna want to download our properties file before we start doing all this building stuff. Download source URL and that will be replaced in input. Download destination path. So the source for the URL and where we want to download, where we want this to land. So insert variable. What does this do? Oh, okay. So when you click on insert variable, we have access to our stuff. Let's see if we have. Cool, nice. So download source URL. We have the local properties. where do we want to download it to? From the project location, wait, I think just project location, src. Wait, I think for this one I'll have to go back and look at I'm gonna have to go back and look. Let me just save this. Let me go back and look how at the destination that was missing this. Project location. Let's say Bitrise. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what this will do, but let's see. Bitrise src local dot properties could not be found. Well, let's give it a try. I think we're gonna have to tweak this until it works, I guess. Workflows. File downloader. So project location. Project location. Wait, I actually want to know what is the value to project location. Anyway, let me just do this and see what happens. Bitrise src. Let me save this. Let's try and run it. And fingers crossed. I'm not entirely sure if this will work, but it's worth a shot. And I'd want to see what happens on the file step. CLI command. Okay, getting things set up. There we go, switching to workflow. Cloned. Next step should be the file downloader. Okay, that was fast. If it fails, we need to go back and check how we set up the file downloader. Yeah, it's just the anticipation, the anxiety. Fail to ensure blah 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 blah. So yeah, we need to go configure the path. Okay, let me see. Let me go and see Bitrise src. Let's edit workflow. It's a convenient shortcut to the workflow. File downloader. I assume this is the Bitrise. This src. If not, then I'm just gonna go deleting until it works. I'll just rebuild it again. Yeah, setting up CI is always like whack-a-mole. So looks like this step passed. Yeah, everything is green. Guess it's good. So apparently what I did was while this runs. Let me just share quick what I did. Yeah, I had to do a few test runs. I'm gonna go to workflows. The file downloader step. All I needed to do was actually just paste the whole path, including the file name, yeah, just as they specified in the error message, and that seems to have fixed stuff. Yeah, because the step that was failing is now passing, and yeah, we can now watch our build go on and on. It runs all the Gradle tasks. Let's see how long this takes. It's been 2 minutes so far, which is the longest it's been since. Yeah, it's been a while since I actually set up CI. I mean, mostly at work, it's either already set up or it's minor tweaks for optimizations. But building it from scratch is always something new. Bitrise build successful. Awesome, just awesome. Is this done? Does this mean it's done? Let's see. Yes, so it says success, which is cool. So we have successfully built our project on a CI environment. We'll definitely be adding more stuff, and I'm gonna take advantage of this and embed this in the repository. So embed the badge in the repo. I think success. I just love seeing green. Let's go settings. I think yes. Embed the badge, branch, develop, embed. So this is the URL. Markdown. Now we use Markdown, so I'm gonna just copy this, close, then I'm gonna go and in my code I'm gonna go to this branch, readme. I'm gonna add this to the readme. Paste this. Let's preview. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna say add build status to readme, commit to the setup CI branch, and yes, add build status to readme. Okay, I mean, I could override. Do I have any? Yeah, I could override my merge rights, being the admin and all that. Merge this thing. Ha ha ha. Self review, self merge. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, we have our Bitrise setup. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here because this was already too much for my first video. We ran into some issues here and there, but yeah, eventually we made it out. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing much more with this app, adding more features, more cool stuff to come, and yeah, see you next time.